Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 9 p.m. English news edition brought to you live from RTD channel. The top series of tonight's are Djibouti and Japan strengthen their partnership by sharing expertise and training future leaders to support sustainable development. A national seminar highlights how digital tools and AI can make public administration more efficient and citizen-focused. On the international scene, rescue teams are helping residents in Duval, Washington, using boats and specialized equipment to ensure safety during floods. Welcome back in our newsroom. We begin tonight's news with this press release in which the Republic of Djibouti, in its capacity as chair of IGAD, learned through a note available transmitted to the IGAD Executive Secretariat on December 12, 2025, of Eritrea's official notification of its withdrawal from the sub-regional organization. As a chair of the organization, Djibouti regrets this further withdrawal and acknowledge this sovereign decision. Djibouti recalls that Eritrea's previous decision to rejoin IGAD at its request was formalized in Djibouti during the 14th ordinary session of the IGAD summit held on June 12, 2023. The Republic of Djibouti reaffirms its full commitment to dialogue with all member states in order to promote peace and respect for all for the national sovereignty of all member states. Djibouti, the host country of the organization, reiterates that IGAD remains open to all countries of the sub-region in accordance with its founding documents. Teachers show support for President Akili ahead of the 2026 election. In preparation for the presidential election scheduled for 2026, teachers across the whole country mobilized this morning on Saturday, December 13, 2025, to express their full support for the candidate of the presidential majority, President Ismail Omar Guelleh. The teachers organized a dynamic and well-attended event at the People's Palace, bringing together several senior national figures. Among those present were the Prime Minister, Abdul Qadir Kam Mohammed, and also President of the Union for the Presidential Majority Party, along with the Ministers of National Education, Budget and Foreign Affairs, Member of Parliament, and other public figures. The events began with the workshops to reflect on the progress of national education reforms since the National Education Conference in December 1999. This workshop comprised 5 thematic sessions focused on teachers addressing the quality of education, teachers' policy, the legal framework and living condition of teachers, professionals' development and values, and citizenship. And upon arrival, the Prime Minister and his ministerial delegation were warmly welcomed by the public. They toured the event, exhibits, and display, taking the time to observe and engage before taking their seat. The event reflected a strong support for President Ismail Omar Guelleh ahead of the April 2026 presidential elections. Key moment included a clear reminder of the day's main purpose. In preparation for the presidential elections scheduled for April 2026, teachers across Djibouti mobilized this morning to express their support for the candidate of the presidential majority, President Ismail Omar Guelleh. The teachers welcomed the establishment of a culture of excellence stemming from the continuous improvement of the education system's qualities through the development of standards and benchmarks within the quality assurance system. They also welcomed the new teachers policy, which reaffirms ethics and professional conduct in recruitment, ensuring greater transparency, fairness, and motivation in task allocation and quality training, rewards, and school management now.
waxbarasho cilmigan aad u hana qaaday tacliintan iftiintiyo tayadan oogta sara gaadhay baahidiyointii jahliga oonkii naga maydhay afkartaadii samayd waa aragtidaadii horu soco ismaaciilaadaan ku aydaynaaye waxbarasho cilmigan aad u hana qaaday tacliintan iftiintiyo tayadan oogta sara gaadhay baahidiyointii jahliga oonkii naga maydhay afkartaadii samayd waa aragtidaadii horu soco ismaaciilaadaan ku aydaynaaye
udubdhaxaatiira iyo magaalaba idayl goboladeen oo dhan ubixii ka soo baxay ayaa maanta ku hortooga oo diyaara inay wax si baraan u badadeeniye nadaadii ismaaciilaadaan ku aydaynaaye udubdhaxaatiira iyo magaalaba idayl goboladeen oo dhan ubixii ka soo baxay ayaa maanta ku hortooga oo diyaara inay wax si baraan u badadeeniye ismaaciil horay u soco adan ku aydaynaaye gadalkaagii dheeraa waa kaa dhalay ubaadkiye oo sinabay rag iyo dumar kuwanba qaadene ismaaciilale u soco adag ku ayidaynaye sharcigii adkaayee la dhigayaa ba 2000 ee abaabulkiisiya la galay midha abqaalkiisa gadalkaagii dheeraa waa kaa dhalay ubaadkiye oo sinabay rag iyo dumar kuwanba qaadene ismaaciilale u soco adag ku ayidaynaye intay tani hor joogtiyo intii uba tacliin waayey.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Fathi Ali Jama. I'm English teacher in SEM of Charles Fico. Today I am here to attest for the significant charge that had brought for the educational system reform that has been reformed or initiated by our President Ismail Omar Guelleh. This reform had helped us to get a better working conditions, such as increasing salaries, and the reforming of the single frame, and for getting a maternity leave of 6 months for the mothers and the child. So without forgetting my English department, that in including that the English language is starting before from the grade 8, for the vision of our president and the vision of our ministry, the English language teaching starts from the grade 3. So today I am here to say that we support our president for the election of the next term. So we say yes for our president EOJ. We say that we are standing by your side, working next to you, and all the education system is behind you to support you. Thank you.
Taking the floor, the Vice President of the RPP Party and President of The Union for the Presidential Majority, Abdul Qadir Kamil Mohammed, did not fail to underline the strong and unwavering commitment and support of teacher for President Ismail Omar Gili ahead of the 2026 elections. He praised their commitment to education and their role in implementing national reforms, stressing that their engagement was important for promoting quality education and fostering national unity. He also encouraged continued collaboration between teachers and the government to ensure the success of ongoing educational initiatives. Moving on to other stories, Djibouti's ambassador presents letters of credence to Vietnam's president. On December 12, 2025, Ibrahim Bile Douale, extraordinary and non-resident ambassador to Djibouti to Vietnam, presented his credentials to the president for the Socialist Republic of Vietnam during an official ceremony at the presidential palace in Hanoi. The ambassador conveyed President Ismail Omar Guelleh's greetings and expressed Djibouti's desire to strengthen friendship and cooperation with Vietnam. The meeting provided an opportunity to discuss a potential partnership in economic, trade, cultural, and technical field, and to promote closer bilateral cooperation. The president of Vietnam asked the ambassador to convey his warm regards to the president of the Republic of Djibouti. Let's move now to Morocco, where a Djiboutian delegation attends the African Parliamentary Leaders Conference in Morocco, led by the first Deputy Speaker of the National Assembly, Safia Elmi Jibril. A delegation including Umma Mohamed and Abdallah Ibrahim traveled to Rabat, Morocco, to participate in the third annual General Assembly of African Legislative Institutions. Upon arrival, the delegation was warmly welcomed by Djibouti's ambassador to Morocco, Mohamed Zouhair Hirsi, during an introductory meeting and a welcome lunch. The delegation then began its participation in the conference on Friday, yesterday, December 12, 2025. COSPOL serves as a continental platform for parliamentary cooperation. This year's conference is held at Morocco's National Assembly under the theme Legislative Leadership on Parliamentary Diplomacy in a Changing World, with a special focus on the role of women in African parliamentary. Let's not forget that the conference will continue until December 14, 2025. Let's come back to the country where Djibouti hosts a conference on Japanese industrial development expertise. And during the Institute of Diplomatic Studies organized an important conference to share Japanese experience in industrial development as part of efforts to strengthen international cooperation and build local capacity. The event highlighted the growing partnership between Djibouti and Japan, focusing on programs designed to train and prepare the country's future administrative and diplomatic leaders. Students and professionals had the opportunity to learn from Japan's expertise in development, governance, and diplomacy through a high-level training program. This initiative offers comprehensive professional development focusing on key skills in strategic areas. The conference also emphasized the Japanese language program, which opens new avenues for cultural, academic, and linguistic exchange, fostering mutual understanding and sustainable cooperation in education, the economy, and diplomacy. The Japanese ambassador took the floor to express his pride in the strong cooperation between the two friendly and brotherly countries, Japan and Djibouti, emphasizing that sharing expertise and Japanese experience in industrial development and capacity building forms a key pillar of this partnership. He did not fail to praise the role of the Institute of Diplomatic Studies and JICA programs in training Djiboutian professionals, reaffirming Japan's commitment to continue supporting educational and training projects that promote sustainable development in Djibouti. And for his part, the Director of Public Relations at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation, Mahdi Absi Bouh, did not fail to note that the conference reflects the Ministry's vision to strengthen high-quality international partnership, particularly with Japan, given its leading experience in developing in development and governance. He highlighted that such initiatives offer valuable opportunities to build the skills of national staff and expand Djibouti's diplomatic engagement with the successful international experiences. In his opening remarks, Hassan Omar Mohammed, director of the Institute of Diplomatic Studies, highlighted the strategic importance of the long-standing partnership between the Institute and the Japan International Cooperation Agency, JICA. He emphasized that JICA plays a key role in development, capacity building, and diplomatic training. This program, he said, are very important for strengthening national institutions, offering promising international opportunities for young professionals and trainee diplomats, and supporting the overall performance of Djibouti's public administrations. Other news, the Eskil International Hotel hosted a national seminar on raising awareness about the impact of digital technology and AI on public administration. The event focused on making Djibouti's administration more efficient and citizen-centered through modern technologies. Organized by the Association of Public Management Experts with the support from partners including the National Institute of Public Administration INEP, the Lille Tax Authority, the East African Bank, and the General Public Administration Association, the seminar brought together government officials, academics, private sector stakeholders to discuss the future of public administration. Throughout the day, participants explore key topics in discussion and workshop, including modern governance, innovation, cybersecurity, and AI. Experts from Djibouti and abroad share practical tools and experience, helping attendees better understand the challenges and opportunities facing Djibouti's administration. The seminar emphasized a clear message: success requires collaboration between public institution, technology expertise, and financial partner. In his opening remarks, the president of the Association of Public Management Experts explained that the national seminar was organized in response to the rapid global change shaping today's world. He highlighted that digital technology and AI have become key tools for modernizing public administration and improving its performance. The main goal, he said, of the workshop is to raise awareness among decision makers and administrative actors about the opportunities and challenges of AI, and to showcase practical ways for Djibouti's administration to become more efficient, transparent, and citizen focused. He finally added that the association aims to create a platform for dialogue and experience sharing between the public sector, universities, the private sector, and international partners. And still with the national news, Turkish agency supports artisanal fishing in Djibouti. On last Thursday, the Turkish Cooperation and Coordination Agency (TICA), in partnership with the Association for the Development of Artisanal Fishing, organized a ceremony at Djibouti's fishing port to present essential equipment for building fishing boats. The event was attended by several prominent figures, including the Turkish ambassador to Djibouti, Erdal Sabri Ergin, TICA's representative in Djibouti, Ayan Liliban Samri, the Director General of the Center for Fishing Industry Development, Omar Ibrahim, and the Acting Director General of the Fishing Port. The initiative aims to strengthen the skills of the boat repair and maintenance workshop by providing the essential tools needed to build fishing ports. And after receiving training on proper techniques organized by the Association for the Development of Artisanal Fishing, participants proudly presented the first boat constructed in Djibouti. In his speech, the association president did not fail to thank TICA for its dedication and support, highlighting the equipment provided through their financial assistance, which will greatly benefit local fishermen. The TICA representative did not fail to explain that the donation is part of the agency's support for local development and for strengthening the skills of artisanal fishermen in Djibouti. He emphasized that providing the necessary equipment for building Fishing boats, alongside training programs, aims to help fishermen increase their production, create sustainable jobs, and contribute to the growth of the blue economy. He also reaffirms TICAD's commitment and support to continuing support for projects that have a direct impact on local communities. Meanwhile, Ambassador Erdal Sabri Ergin expressed pride in the strong cooperation between Turkey and Djibouti, praising TICA and the Association for the Development of Artisanal Fishing for their work in supporting the fishing sector. He finally noted that this initiative demonstrates Turkey's dedication to empowering Djiboutian fishermen through practical projects that promote self-sufficiency and skill transfer, directly benefiting those working in this vital sector. In other news now, ACY, a local company specializing in the exclusive sale of global car brands such as Nissan, Ford, Kia, and Tata, held a special event today for women in Djibouti. The event brought together female members of parliament, businesswomen, and executives to learn about the company's products and services. It reflects ACY's commitment to providing women with the suitable mobility solutions and promoting their economic inclusion. And during the event, ACY presented exclusive year-end offer developed in partnership with Tamini Insurance and Salam Bank to make a car purchase easier through special financing and insurance options. The day included informative discussion presentations and personal advice sessions, helping participants better understand car purchasing, financing, and insurance procedures. Moving on to Tajura now, where as part of the 16 days of activism against gender-based violence, the Secretary General of UNFD, accompanied by a delegation including the CRO coordinator, the community program officer, and 3 female parliamentarians from the region, visited the UNFD office in Tajura this morning. The session was opened by Halima Shaham, Secretary General of UNFD Tajura, who welcomed the delegation before giving the floor to the communications officer. She presented a detailed summary of activities over the past 2 months, including a meeting with the local literacy director that led to an agreement to hold awareness session. Other activities included meetings with students at 3 schools, exchanges with the International Organization for Migration as part of the 16 days campaign, community awareness initiative on participation in the land governance. This visit, let's not forget, highlighted the close to community work carried out daily by the local teams and reaffirmed the vital importance of these services in protecting victims and ensuring they receive proper care. In her remarks, the Secretary General of the National Union of Djiboutian Women, UNFD, emphasized that fighting against violence of women and girls is a national priority requiring ongoing collective efforts. She highlighted that the Union, in a close collaboration with national and international partners, works to raise awareness, support victims, and strengthen prevention and protection mechanisms. She finally stressed that ending gender-based violence is a shared responsibility that involves the entire community. Turning now to the international scene, rescue teams assist residents in Duval amid rising flood waters. Rescue teams in King County are helping residents in Duval, Washington, affected by rising flood waters. Aerial footage showed members of the country's dive and marine rescue units using boats and specialized equipment to reach affected areas and provide necessary support. Authorities emphasize that relief efforts are ongoing, coordinated with the relevant agencies, with a focus on protecting lives and meeting residents' immediate needs. The response will continue until the situation gradually returns to normal. So that's it for tonight's news. Thanks for being with us and have a good time.